Alright, here's what's going on, guys. My name is Dia and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now before the video started, you guys saw those highlights of the two games I played, and the reason I have those highlights is that was supposed to be the original video. However, didn't like the video, kind of how I was doing it, because yes, I typically do live comms when I'm playing Call of Duty, and I typically edit just as I go through the game. However, I wanted to make this video a little different, and the reason being is I fucking love this game, and I think Black Ops 6 could take a lot of inspiration, not only from Black Ops 2, but from Black Ops 3, and from Black Ops 4. So I'm just gonna kind of really be going over just a little bit of stuff on why I think this game is so unbelievably good, and why over playing it for the past like maybe 3 days or so, why I've enjoyed it so much. I'm currently level 22 in multiplayer, and the reason is I'm playing other games right now. I typically would be a much higher level, but surprisingly enough as well, I've only run into one hacker. But the multiplayer is just phenomenal. I mean, if you go to find match, they always had a featured playlist of some kind, which was great. And you can see here that we have TDM, free-for-all, search and destroy, domination. Fracture was a different type of mode, which I don't think got the love that it should have gotten. Like, do I think it was this mode that blew everything out the water? Absolutely not, but I definitely think that this mode had more to offer than players were showing it. We have obviously confirmed, hardpoint. Safeguard was really fun. It was basically you take turns either escorting the robot to the destination or defending your destination, defending the area from wherever this robot had to go. And then we have capture the flag, which needs to come back into the CDL. I've been watching the CDL since Black Ops 2, or before it was the CDL. We need to take control out of the game and put capture the flag. Capture the flag has some of, to this day, some of the most hype moments in Call of Duty. Every time you see these hype moment highlights or everyone talks about it, very few people talk about like, dude, that control game was insane. They're like, oh, that was a close control game and is what it is. Capture the flag genuinely has hype moment. And I prefer it over control to this day. I won't play control out of my free time. I'll play hardpoint and I'll play search, but I won't play control. And then uplink, better. It's just another version of capture the flag, but instead of it being on the ground, you dunk a ball and you can pass it. It's a better version of capture the flag in my opinion. And if you go into the creator class, we have at the top the pick 10 system. These are just some classes I'm messing around with. I'm not exactly trying too hard. I'm not doing camo challenges. I'm not whatever. I'm just playing the game. But we have the pick 10 system, which I forgot how much I enjoyed the pick 10 system because I actually had to sit here and think about what I wanted to trade off for my classes. Like, I want to run 4 attachments on my rifle, but that's gonna cause me to get rid of either my perk 3 greed, or it's gonna cause me to get rid of 2 of my perks. And I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably get rid of perk 3 greed and just run the 4 attachments, because I think that's what I did when I was playing on the PlayStation. And like, there's so many guns. Like, if we go into the SMGs, which would be the first category, you've got 13 SMGs, you have 15 assault rifles, you have, what is that, 6 shotguns, 6 LMGs, and 8 sniper rifles. And if you go to the pistols, you got 6 pistols, 4 launchers, 21 melee weapons, and 3 special weapons, all different in their own right. And this game was just so much content. Now, I'll admit, this game did have an issue where the supply drops were the biggest issue of this game, in my opinion, was the supply drops, but I don't even think that the supply drops were necessarily as pay to win as like Advanced Warfare, because if we go over into the black market, you can either spend 200 call points and get supply drops, or you can spend the crypto keys, which you earn every single match. You earn a passive way to be able to unlock supply drops. And then if we go to contract, you can see there was a special contract. If you win 75 games, you get a guaranteed supply drop, I believe you get a guaranteed rare supply drop, and you get a guaranteed weapon, melee, ranged, launcher, it doesn't matter, you get whatever. And then you have a daily every day, which gets you 10 crypto keys, and then you have a weekly every week that you can do for 30 crypto keys. And I don't remember what that one is, what that one little thing is. I haven't unlocked this in so long, I forget what it does. I believe you lock those to get mercenary contract, which allow you to unlock blackjack, which is actually a secret specialist in the game that is not shown here in the list. Because again, I think specialists are some of the best additions Call of Duty has ever had. I think specialists should come back to the game. I love these. So you have Ruin, who has these gravity spikes, which he slams on the ground, and then you have the overdrive, which allows him to sprint super fast. Definitely a lot of beginner players' first pickup. He's just super easy to use. You use these, giant AoE, you kill everything, and then you run super fast. Then you have Outrider, which was my first specialist I ever used in the game, and I specifically used the Vision Pulse. But one of the most broken specialists in the whole game is the Tempest from Prophet. Take time to charge, and then you hit someone. The one-shot kill, but it has the ability to chain to other people. And then the War Machine is a grenade launcher that explodes into multiple cluster grenades. Seraph, Annihilator pistol, and then the combat focus. Then the Nomad. Reaper was my personal favorite in the whole game. He had his Scythe minigun, which was my go-to. And Spectre had his Hidden Blade. And then Firebreak, He had the Purifier Flamethrower. All of these specialists were unique. They were super, super fun. I really genuinely just enjoyed them so much. And they were like, okay, you get customization rewards for getting up to 800 kills with certain specialists. And I think that is phenomenal. And then they have different taunts, which is, I believe this is the Call of Duty where the winner's circle was created. I'm not sure. But then even also going into like the score streaks, you have the HCXD, which is a variant of the RCXD, UAV, care package, counter UAV. The dart is like, what is it called? The drone that you throw in Black Ops 2. It's like that, but you can pilot it. You have the Guardian, which is a staple, the Lightning Strike, the Hellstorm, Hardened Sentry. The Cerberus is like this little drone you can drive around. The Rolling Thunder. The Talon is a little drone that sits above your head, and it'll shoot people as you fight. The Wraith, the Hater, which is like the Blackbird of this game. The Power Core, which is an EMP. Wraps, which are crazy good. The GI unit, which I think, like this robot that'll follow you around and shoot people with you. And then the Mothership, which is like the gunship. And then if you want to, and then like the ranked mode was, I don't remember too much about the ranked mode. I didn't play it a whole lot in this game. However, I presume that like Scrim Series is, everything is valid. And then Pro Series, you know, has protections and drafts. Nobody's playing it anymore, but still super, super fun. Campaign had its own little like level system. You could join other people's campaign missions. You also could select your own stuff. I haven't played the game in ages. I don't even remember the last time I touched the campaign. But yeah, I was currently on the 3rd mission, but I have all these other missions to play. I'm gonna go back and beat them on probably veteran or realistic. Realistic is like, I think you take 1 bit of HP. They have the standard, in this game, they had the standard recruit, regular, hardened, veteran, and they added realistic. So from a hardened, you get 10% more EXP when fighting enemies. On veteran, you get 25% more. And then realistic, this is the first time we've ever had a difficulty like this. Basically, you're 1 HP at all times. You cannot take any damage. And then probably the best part of this game, which I didn't take advantage of when it was around, and I don't want to do the same with Black Ops 6, is the zombies. I'm only like I'm level 25 in zombies. Oh my god, there's Perkaholic is in here though. Woo! Oh yeah, I got a Perkaholic. Let's fucking go. But the zombies in this game was by far, I think, one of the best. I think it was actually, the best thing about the whole game. Multiplayer, don't worry. I played multiplayer so much, I have memories on memories on memories. I've dropped countless, like, nuclears. I've probably dropped several 100-kill-plus games. I love this fucking game. But with as good as the multiplayer was, I think zombies is the part of this game that everybody's still talking about. If you go to solo, it allows you to preview the map. So when the base game came out, we had Shadows of Evil and the Giant. Those are the only 2 zombie maps we had. And Shadows requires 4 players to do this Easter egg, I believe, which kind of sucks, which means I may never get to do them. However, Der Eisendraht came out with the first DLC, I think it was, then Zetsubo, which is, I think, one of the worst maps ever created, but still better than some of the best maps in other games because of how this game flows. Gorod Krovi is one of my favorite maps. Revelations I played Gorod Krovi just a little bit. I didn't play it a whole lot. Played a lot of Der Eisendracht. I played 1 game of Zetsubo. I didn't like how the power system works, so I just didn't play it. Played Revelations like once, but I've watched a bunch of gameplay on all of these maps. And then we have when Zombies Chronicles came into the game. The best Zombies DLC we've ever had. We have Nacht, Verrückt, Shinonuma, Kino, Ascension, Shangri-La, Moon, Origins, and then the mods came out, and I have this modded map, which I played with some friends one time called Leviathan. So that wasn't a part of the game. It was just something if you go to the community. And then they introduced Gobblegums, which have different effects, which we all know about. Dr. Monty's Factory, which if you got Liquid Divinium while in your game, you could power up these vats and get Gobblegums that way. In Black Ops 6, you get them just by passing rounds and playing the game. And Dr. Newton's Cookbook, which I think they should bring back something like this. What they should do is they should bring back this because it allows you to exchange Gobblegums, which you don't care about, for Gobblegums, which you give a shit about. Like, I don't care about getting insta-kill power-ups. So I can get Perkaholic off this in this round of Newton's Cookbook. I can trade in 3 insta-kill power-ups and get a Newton's Cookbook. It's really, really nice. And then they have the weapon kit still, which I won't go over too much, but just great. Just a great addition to the game. I really do like what they did. But overall, I just wanted to go over this game and why I love it so much and what this game does for its player base. I didn't even touch on the multiplayer maps, because if I was to touch on the multiplayer maps, I mean, we could be here for fucking ages, because I mean, every single map that this game released, in my opinion, was just a banger. The worst map was probably Exodus, in my opinion, and even then that map wasn't too bad. And then we have all these DLC maps, and every single one of these DLC maps, in my opinion, was phenomenal. Rumble was probably, I think, the worst one, but phenomenal. Just phenomenal, fucking phenomenal. I love this game.